You have received a message.
Testing. Are we live? Testing. Is this thing on? This is your host, Timothy Preston. You are live at Talk Wave Radio. Today is November 13th, 2012. It's been a very, very interesting couple of weeks, from Hurricane Megastorm Sandy to the elections, and I'm watching everything transpire, and it seems like I'm the only one who actually sees the whole picture. I listen to people argue about the storm and how bad it is, how good it is, who should have been there, who shouldn't have been there. And I listen to people get confused, not knowing what to think, because even though they think that they're awake or they know what's going on, they're still listening to other people's opinions. They're still following somebody else's idea, and it's like whatever they say, I say. You listen to Fox News, you listen to all of those people on CNN, and you start regurgitating their opinions as if that's law and that's fact. You got a lot of people that was affected by this storm. It doesn't matter if it was made or if it was natural, or the fact that we've financed and have had weather modifications alone for so many years. Weather's gonna be jacked up, whether it's done intentionally or by accident or just because of the things we've been doing in the past. We've done a lot of jacked up shit to our atmosphere. Every country has something pointing or spraying something in the atmosphere to distort it, to tweak it, to make it do some other goofy shit, and it's not helping none of us. We still having droughts in the Midwest. People in Africa still can't grow no goddamn food or no goddamn grass, but we supposed to sit back here and point the finger and complain because of a storm. We well off better than what happened when the tsunamis hit. We well off better than what happened when the earthquakes hit, and countries are still decimated. Entire countries are decimated years after. And then you got a lot of people, and I fear, because so many people are kind of stupid. It's like you want to ask for FEMA when FEMA can't do much, but then you want to complain when they get involved. It's not up to FEMA to save every damn body that's affected by a storm or a fire or some mass terrorist outbreak or some mass viral outbreak. What you want? Too much government or no government? They're there to help, but you can't. I sit back and I listen to these radios, and they saying where's FEMA at, and FEMA should have did this, and they got signs saying they closed due to weather. Yeah, the office is closed due to weather, because those aren't the people that's going out in the field. You're not seeing those people. That's the secretary. What's she gonna do? She need to go get her damn kids and go somewhere. Probably end up somewhere asking FEMA for some bottled water. But you make a big deal out of it and try to demonize it. I don't want FEMA every damn where. If I'm watching the news and I look and I'm watching for the weather, I'm looking more than today's forecast. I'm looking further than the 36 hours. I'm looking further than the week. I'm looking at whether that's happening over on the other side of the globe, over other countries and islands. That's what I look at. I don't know what y'all look at. So when storms start coming, I prepare myself. The poorest person can survive and don't be at a FEMA camp. And the richest people will end up at a damn FEMA camp. It's amazing how they rile you up. It's amazing how they pack you full of fear. And everybody knows fear is the main tool, the main tactic. We knew there was going to be no power. I don't care if that meant, man, we going to fill up the gas and start leaving. If that's what you have to do. I mean, well, I couldn't go nowhere. You always can go somewhere. Or if you go hunker down and you're not going to bug out, then go ahead and get things like, after you get done using a jug of milk, rinse it out, wash it out, fill it up with water, put it under the sink, put it in the cabinet, put it in the corner. But you got people pointing at FEMA because they saying they weren't there, like Katrina. Actually, they did a lot better than what happened with Katrina. You didn't have a whole lot of troops and a whole lot of crazy anarchy. People came together. And then you point at the churches had to help. Where was FEMA? The churches was to help. That's what churches do. What do you want? You want somebody to tell you FEMA is a horrible thing, FEMA shouldn't exist, but FEMA should do so much more than it is capable of doing. If you think that one government organization or 4 government organizations can help 4, 5, 6, 7 million people at one time, you're a fool for believing that. They teach you in 3rd grade you should have survival supplies for at least 3 days. Common sense will tell you, okay, let's hunker down. I'm already contemplating, if all heck break loose and we're not leaving, what furniture, after all of the wood get chopped down and burned for fire and heat, what furniture is going next? You know, I do like that that lazy boy, but you know what? It'll keep us warm. If that's heating up bricks and putting it in the house somewhere in one room at the foot of your bed while you resting and sleeping. They were doing this back in the 1800s, ladies and gentlemen, so no, you wouldn't destroy yourself. They used to have a little fireplace. They would heat the stones. They would put the stones at the foot of their bed, under the bed, or at the bottom, under the blanket, at the foot, and warm up everything. That was the first heating blanket. So, ladies and gentlemen, we should be thanking and being happy and appreciative that we didn't need countries donating to us to send us support. We didn't need the UN to get involved. Because think about it, when FEMA get heavily involved, the UN is getting involved. It's wonderful that churches, neighbors, communities are able to come together and help each other. It don't matter if you're rich or if you're poor, if you're black or if you're white or if you're Hispanic or Chinese. When all hell broke loose, we came together. Okay, you're going to have your looters and all of that type of nonsense, but nobody's serious. It's not Rodney King or nothing. It's structured in a sense. People are still surviving. We're unhappy, yeah, because you got 2 generations that just technology, everything was given to them. So, yeah, they're going to nut up a little bit, and they're going to whine, and they're going to bitch and moan because, you know, we don't want government, but we're so dependent on government. Because you thought something was going to happen, and some black man or some white man or some Chinese man or some Mexican man was going to be there handing you bottled water, handing you something to eat in a blanket. a change of clothes, and a debit card. That's what you thought. That's what you expected. But when you look at what's happening, I'm proud that we came together. That's what needs to be pointed out. That's what needs to be praised instead of demonizing everything. It's like, I'm sick of people in this bullshit always got to put up bad news. I'm goddamn proud FEMA ain't marching through the damn streets taking every damn gun. I'm glad that people ain't being packed into it. They have a prison that they was talking about opening up. I don't know if they did it, but if you a fool and decide to take your family to jail voluntarily, you go right ahead and do that dumb shit. But I'm proud that we're not hearing 7 days in that people have been packed into some place dying on the side and just laying them out on coffins and on the ground waiting. That storm was huge. That storm covered a third of the country. Okay? You can't expect nobody, no government, nowhere. The UN couldn't strategically put nothing together to help every goddamn body. That's just my take on the whole storm, people, and I'm sick of people constantly demonizing everything. We don't want FEMA to get involved. We shouldn't be looking to find a reason to complain about FEMA. If you complain about FEMA, then that means you want the government to do more than they did. But we shouldn't need government at all. Government should be just some small entity just to help regulate and keep everything going smoothly. But we're supposed to live, government is for the people, by the people. And that's enough. Something else. I walk in the house and I'm hearing about a lot of crazy things. Okay, note that was on the computer. Okay, terrorists threatened to attack Bush in 2011 is on trial. He also threatened to attack nearby power structures, maybe not in, he was, wait a minute, he also threatened to attack nearby power structures, okay? I don't know. We need to look into that, maybe. That's something I heard. I heard McAfee when I walked in. The guy who made McAfee, I guess he killed his neighbor. And now he wanted, huh? He's suspected of killing his neighbor. And I heard he's not really rich anymore. Because McAfee is on every computer, irritating the hell out of me and other people I know. But I don't know. That's just crazy things that just pop up that you hear. And I hear that there's another Mexican black shooting that happened, but they're not going to deport him and he made it illegal. But that's thrown to the back. I sat and watched CNN like 30 minutes before I did the show and I didn't really hear anything. I think it was Fox. I don't know. I leave it playing on the computer in the background. But one of the reasons why I've been gone, ladies and gentlemen, just to shift notes and catch the groove. Man, I've been working a lot of crazy hours, so I couldn't get in. That's why I wanted to talk about the Sandy thing. And I want to talk about this, they're making a big deal, and there's a lot of people angry, I guess, about the whole Obama winning again 4 more years, and now the question, I was seeing Bill O'Reilly, he was saying that the country, we don't know where the country is right now, and it's kind of lost. And I was thinking about this, you know. Who really understands or knows what America really is supposed to be now? I mean, we got it on books and papers, but, I mean, really, we've been living some jacked up, crazy, twisted, demented delusion. And it's not real. You angry about Obama. And so y'all keep bringing up, now y'all can't